Good morning. How you doing? And welcome to another amazing week. Last week was a very exciting one, very intriguing week, and a lot of things happened last week. Last week was WEF at Davos, and a lot was unpacked at that event. And I want to I want to touch on the point of macroeconomics and fundamentals. You may be trading completely technical analysis and might assume that there is no need for you to understand what's happening in the world at large. While while yes, you may get away with it, but a certain level of professionalism and proficiency that you would need to get to, you would require understanding, albeit in the most fundamental level, macroeconomics, and you would have to understand why some of the things happening are happening. And the truth is, technicals actually don't move the market. The markets move because of a very deep underlying reason, whatever you decide that is supply and demand, market forces, whatever market makers, that doesn't matter. But we just know that it is not the chart that moves the chart. There is something beneath the chart, there's something else that makes the market move, and that is what that takes precedence. And no matter how subtle it is, events of macroeconomic natures like WEF certainly would impact how the markets would react. So we have some exciting things that happen over the week. We have gold at $5,000 now. That's an all-time high. And it's not surprising anyways because gold is exactly what everyone thinks Bitcoin should be. A store of wealth, a store of value, um, predominantly just rising in price, like the stock market's index. And yeah, that's what gold is. So no surprises. At some point in the future, gold will be 6,000, gold will be 10,000. At some point in the future, an ounce of gold will be worth $50,000, 100,000. It's going to happen because every single time there is uncertainty, the world packs its money into gold. And that's another thing I'd like to bring to your notice that there are no choppy markets or trending markets. There are no asset classes that are bad or that are good. The question that every savvy trader or investor should ask themselves is right now, based on macroeconomic events, based on everything that you can infer, where is the money at? So where are people putting their money in? Which market is most money in? And if you observe, there are times when for months on end the crypto market is trending. Bitcoin is just buying, buying, buying. In that case, you can tell clearly that most of the world's investors are putting their money in cryptocurrency. At some point, it's in the stock market. At some point, it's in currencies. At some point, it's in not even all currencies. Some currencies will trend, some wouldn't. At some point, the world is putting all its money in gold, just like now. And eventually, don't be surprised. The time will come where gold will be very quiet. It will mostly be consolidation and retracement, and some other market class or asset class will be extremely bullish. So keep that in mind that the world moves in cycles. There is a macroeconomic cycle, and if you can understand that cycle, you can follow the money. Um, if you want to be a trader, especially a day trader, you may not need to follow the asset classes because either ways you can always take trades intraday. But it's also good to understand that look, now this is where the money is at. The money had always been in gold for since the middle of last year, and those that understood this and had the technical prowess took advantage of it. They understood that they just needed to keep buying gold and holding it. But it's very simple once you understand these things. It's the psychological side of accepting the reality of these things and coming to terms with holding these trades. But think about it. If you found out August last year that look, something is happening in the world and most people will be buying gold, the value of gold will be increasing, more and more people will be willing to buy gold at a premium price. If you understand this on a very fundamental level and you just transfer this knowledge into your technical and intraday analysis, you just buy it. You probably would never go wrong buying gold from the middle of last year. At any single day you could have just bought at random and average out profitability by now. So I thought I'll put that out of the way and encourage you to study some macro analysis and the economy at large. Interest rates, GDP, um, all of these things that you might think are not necessary. Inflation rates, things are exciting to understand. So yeah, that being said, let's just see what today might hold. Again, I like gold. Gold is now sitting pretty at I think it's yeah 5,100. Yeah, it's exciting. Beautiful times that we are. And now the price target should be 6,000, but maybe 5,005 before we get to 6,000, and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, you can tell that gold is predominantly a trending asset. It keeps going higher because obviously we live in a very unstable world, and anytime there's uncertainty, we have if you check on the higher time frame, the number of times gold has done a major retracement, it's not too many, it's just very few. So yes, we would eventually have a retracement at some point, but it would not be it would not be anything extreme. So I don't. If I if I had to trade gold again, I'm not the expert on gold trading. But if I had to trade gold, I would certainly be looking out for more bullishness, and I would just be waiting up on this range for buy and expecting this range. So I'll be looking out for gold to come somewhere around here and then give us more buy entry. So that would be my outlook on gold. Obviously something very big, and this is because I predominantly trade the I predominantly trade the New York session. So most likely be looking for I will most likely be looking for buys into here. Um, for BTC, I would like to see lower prices on Bitcoin up until 86,000 and maybe to 84,000 and then maybe eventually to 80,000. So I'm still bearish on BTC and I think we should expect lower prices today. So yeah, that'll be it for BTC really. And I'm not too excited about Bitcoin because certainly the money is not in Bitcoin for now. The money is in gold and some other asset classes. So lower prices on Bitcoin. I'd like to see this get taken out today. 87,000 should be taken out today. Then we should see 86,000 taken out as well. For the euro, um, just like gold, I am very bullish on the euro. There's not much else to there's not much else to do on the euro, and I'd like to see the euro get to this swing high. How to get there, I don't know. It's a very long term swing high, but yeah, we can have it trade off this range. The most important thing is anywhere you're buying from should be determined as either a fair value price or if you're buying, it should be at a discount. So yes, I would like to see maybe the discount of this range. We should buy it from here. If it expands here, something in the New York session will give us an opportunity to keep buying. So yes, same thing on GU. I would like this range. So from this low to this high, so I would like to observe this range, and this would be my target. And after targets have been met here, I would certainly just relax and watch what the markets will present. So yes, again, we're not at very exciting times in this market. We are overextended and we have to be very, very careful. There's FOMC later this week as the interest rate announcements for the United States. And yeah, that would give us some insight into what we might expect going forward. So I like to see this high get taken out. Something around there should present a trade opportunity to take out this high. So if we're bullish here, I certainly would like to see the USD card bearish. So USD card this lows here at 1.36 on my target. And I don't see much on the USD card for a trade opportunity like I do on EU and JU. So I would probably have to leave this one alone. For a trade I took last week, it was this one on USD card. So I sold USD card somewhere around here on Thursday, and I closed out here on Friday. So yes, I sold USD card here, and then I closed out here. And this is one of these very painful trades because you see how you could have held it all along. But I mean, it was a good 5 hour, and I had nothing to really complain about. So yeah, that was the trade I took last week Thursday, and I just held it. So I took two trades last week Thursday. I guess this one was a mini loss. It was a half loss, minus 0.5%. Yeah, and it was plus 3.5, 3.6% here because I didn't I took partials at 3 and eventually got here. So this was a trade on USD card I took. Those are the only two trades I took last week. Again, you don't need to do too much to find the best opportunity and ride it. So yeah. USD card bearish, but I don't see good fair value or premium pricing to sell from. So you want to sell from premium prices, you want to buy from discount prices. So this one, anywhere below this 50% should be considered discount price. So these are just easy and quick ways to see price. There are many other ways. Fair value gaps are predominantly good places to buy from. Previous day lows are also discount pricing, even if it's in a higher time frame, even if it's in a massive upswing. If you take a previous day low, that's usually considered a discount price. And some other ways you can come to terms with what a come to terms with what the discount or premium pricing is. So this, well, obviously now it's a premium price, but I like to watch it. I don't like how it looks, and yes, we'll see how this goes. Gold, the same thing. I'm not so excited about buying gold. I'm trying to be very careful and not do too much of all. So I'm trying not to jump on the trend, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm trading based on based on accurate information. Bitcoin down to 85, 86, and then potentially to 80. And yes, that would make up most of my analysis. And hopefully we get an opportunity today, and if not tomorrow, and if nothing tomorrow, then and sometime in the week, maybe Friday. Friday has been very good with opportunities lately, so we'll see how it goes. And until the next outlook, I wish you all peace and good luck.